and then it's gonna be my Saturn return in Aries, and that's kind of like full force. So why we're doing a second reason why we do a video is because we showered. That's the caravan rhythm. 4 months on the road, and now we look at the footage and we're like, what? I don't even recognize that it's been so much. But it's a kind of cycle. If you've seen as a year as a cycle, it's like a clock, and I did the diagram, and it goes like into 4, into the 4, like a peace sign. And now the first quarter of the 3 quarters of the year, the first trimester is done. Now the second begins. From spring to summer, and from autumn to winter is the third. So, of this chapter that we are beginning now.
I think creation, real creation.
Saturn into Pisces, right?
Yes, we discovered that the astrological events in this month, in the March, are really big, and
it's the real New Year, yeah.
And really difficult years.
3 years, yeah.
Really intense change in the thought realm sign, and when it
has been a war of information, really.
And now it goes into Pisces, and
dreams fulfillment, like
yeah.
It's very comfortable, and she had a download that 3 years. It's gonna take us 3 years to get to the success or the top. And now we're building the foundation for the empire state building of wild stylers, freestylers, sacred samsara narrowers, whatever. We tried to come up with a new name, but we're like, it's not logical. We just need to follow the spirit, you know.
And the Pisces does it real good, but. If you would see in the papers we have written and the structures,
we're quite old school, yeah, pen and paper.
We've created so many plans and structures for ourselves. So it takes 3 years to create maybe something special. But the Saturn, Saturn gives us discipline to structure our creativity.
Right now we're going full on because we want to continue this lifestyle, and we know that we have to give if we want to keep doing it and share this, because it has taken a toll. We don't even remember what it has taken. We're like this time here has kind of dissolved all the stress in a cellular level. We arrived here on Valentine's Day. And then next day was our grief of my grandmother. And then little did we know there was Mahashivaratri. We were in a kind of trance state of celebration and processing, and just now we have focus on the inside, and the inside was like craving for attention. So last week on Saturday was carnival here, and some kind of magic or some kind of jinn. Magic of the jinn. Yeah, just to get us out of comfort zone. We just wanted to get out of the caravan, and we went to the party carnival.
Oof.
And do you want to talk about that?
Our fight that was about that we need to socialize, and it was like our first like party hall, and DJ was all around, and
yeah. So many people.
And we went there and we didn't know anything about it, and it was full of young people, full of Spanish people, using the alcohol and the tobacco. They were embracing that because the society gives you this, and was the only thing that gives them the freedom, the pleasure they want.
But it was a carnival, right? Like this is the message.
They were so costumes, beautiful costumes.
Our costume was we're the Europeans that got lost. The tourists.
Yeah.
And then there was one. There's a few avatars. Like, and
blue.
one avatar, and he was like, and I said, I had to say something out of the movie. I said, "I see you."
I see you.
And that's the only thing I ever said to anyone in Spain right now. So I see you.
You went from totally fighting, to totally uniting. in the same place, and we were kissing and dancing, and we lost ourselves in the crowd. It was like a totally different world, and we were so happy to be there.
It's the Campillo's vibe, because yesterday till 3 o'clock, and this was not the same music. That was like yesterday was hardcore. Like
it was like not good.
And after the music stopped, we could fall asleep like old people. 3 o'clock, and we were like babbling, blah, 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 and then we're like, oh,
we
now
were
we can
talking
sleep.
so beautiful things. Actually, the sober mind is like really good for us, and we started to create more and talk to each other and loving our bodies and everything. Yeah.
I can't wait till we're sober again and having the good time. It's like the priority shift. We have been focusing on our content motivation and content structure, and actually we had, while we were sober, we had 3 days off internet as well.
Yeah, 4 days actually. It was amazing. It was amazing. It was so clearing and so grounding.
We actually started to read
my
out loud
God.
to each other just to entertain us. And it's weird, and the day the internet came back, we didn't sleep on that night, but it was chaos. The rhythm, and then you know that the internet is there, you know that the knowledge fruit is right there, and you can't help it. And now we still wake up and we check the Instagram, but it's like, but that was so much better. Why we're still, and now we're trying to find the balance that we have the access to the same as alcohol and cigarettes and internet, but we choose not to.
And today was the holy day because the rain was falling down. And the full moon is right over there.
Town has teached us tolerance, because the youngsters here, they have the vaheg, free time of school, and they are embracing it and disturbing the night peace for all the campers.
Teaching us holding our space, actually. They can do whatever they want. This is their town. We are visitors, and we can leave anytime. But we
couldn't actually.
We couldn't actually. We needed to wait out the time and the circumstances. But
I
are
wanna
moving
show what
into
I
a new
did.
country.
Ah, yeah. Oh. Yes. We actually wanted to get our tap fixed in Malaga. We like to have water from the tap. We are conscious now by the water we use, and we are learned the lessons of the being very 80s back 50 years ago. But now we're ready for the modern comfort of a tap. And then we can move on to... Where?
Portugal.
Hallelujah. 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 We have read The Rich Dad and Poor Dad lately. And it's all about assets and highly intelligent
Liability and assets.
And one day, when we discovered that, why don't we have money left for any milk? Very long term.
We have to deal with the cash money then. We have to take out
cash flow. Cash flow. Cash flow. Like, yeah. One thing you can say to all the women in the world, what would you say?
Be who you are. Believe in yourself. You have the intuition. You have all that you need to teach the world, to all the tools for teaching the others how to connect with you.
Yeah, how to connect with you as a woman, you know, and you give the instruction because you're a queen. Nobody treats a queen without instructions. So,
what do you want to say for all the women in the world?
Oh, positive. It's love, and it's tantra and love making. If both women are Okay, if a woman is in heavens after. Whatever. This is the power of womb, and anyone who underestimates it goes to the burning. Woohoo! Om Namah Kali.